Good evening, race fans. Welcome to another edition of WFO Racing Network. We are in Fontana, California at Auto Club. Auto Club Raceway. Speedway? Is it Raceway? Is it Speedway? I don't know. It's California. We have 23 trucks on the track tonight, and we will get to the action right after this.
One, two, three, now we're playing with the big boys. Gonna take it to the street, now we're gonna make a big noise. Gonna climb so high, now we're rising up. Are you ready now? Turn it up. Hey, are you ready for this? Oh, I can see my name under big lights. It sure looks good to me. I'm coming up now, I'm ready for the big time. I'm gonna be hard to beat. Oh, I'm a hard act to follow, got a big reputation. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on now. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this now? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this now? Are you ready for this? Now take it to the street. You ain't seen nothing like this now. Let me hear your hands clap. It's my time, I'm back on my feet now. I'm taking on the world. I never miss a beat, that's the way I roll. You can watch me doing it. Hold on, hold on, hold on now. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this now? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this now? Are you ready for this? Now take it to the street. I can feel it coming. Can you feel it coming? You got one life, come on, take hold of it, that's right. Now don't let go of it. Hold on, hold on, hold on now. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this now? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this now? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, the
Well, good evening, race fans. Welcome to Fontana, California. Auto Club. I don't even know if Brazy's made it yet. I see he wrote it.
I'm here.
Oh, my God. Well, you're late. If
I'm
you're
not late.
You're late. You're late.
How am I late?
Because you weren't here when I started the show. That makes you late. What's going on, Lambo? How you doing? Susan, welcome to the show. As the fans make it to the stands, you got track facts? Because you know what my track facts were for tonight?
What's that?
I don't know shit about this track. That's
okay.
a fact.
So it is a track, as you said, in Fontana, California, opened June 1997. It is a D-shaped oval that is 2 miles long. The fastest truck times, the qualifying speed was a speed of 179.452 by Kyle Busch in 2005. And the average fastest race speed is by Ted Musgrave in 2001 at 141.92 miles per hour.
141 miles an hour, and we're doing 186? What?
Well, this is saying that was an average speed, so I guess I don't know.
I knew this was going to happen.
I'm going off of the facts that I've been given by those that know, because I don't. And yeah,
Well,
the most winningest manufacturer at the track is a Chevy,
is a Chevy.
and the most winningest truck driver is Ted Musgrave.
Ted
with 3.
Musgrave. Here in Fontana.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. Good. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I knew the dogs are going to start barking and stuff. Grandkids just walked through the door after being gone for not long enough. Anyway, anyway, the dogs are going crazy. Grandkids are going crazy. Everybody's going crazy. Anyway, where did we leave out? Hey, we got a race to go, right?
We do.
We do. Shush. 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 All right, why don't you read the drivers that are out with us tonight?
All right, so we've got TJ Lee, Garrett Robertson is going to join us tonight, Brad Patterson, Roy Hyde, Travis Smith, Steve Seegers, John Snew, Glenn Jameson, Dakota Floyd, Vern Bradley, Kyle Stewart, John T. Wimmish will be here tonight, Michael McCauley, Ricky Fagound, Tommy Haynes, Richard Holland, Ivan Jones, Elsie Daly, Ryan Littleton, Nick Hunt, Paul Patterson, Chuck Sweeting, and Sean Hopkins.
There we go. There we go.
It's 24.
23 or 24. I don't know. I kind of lost count right after we, after you got to TJ. Is that TJ? Oh, TJ Lee's first on the list. I thought he ran the bowl. I was like, wait, what? Anyway.
Hey, it's possible.
It is possible. Who we got out there right now? We got Brad Patterson out there running. And he is doing his qualifying laps along with Dakota Floyd, Kyle Stewart, Ricky Fergone. Richard Holland is attempting to qualify again tonight. We'll see where he's going to end up. Ivan Jones is out there. Brian Littleton is out there. And so is Nick Hunt. I'm getting echo. Oh, there it is. Okay, got it.
I was going to say something before, but
Yep,
it wasn't
got it.
coming across the stream. It was just coming through Discord.
Oh, is it? Well, I heard it coming through the stream. Through Discord.
When I checked earlier, I didn't hear it.
No, yeah. No, through Discord. Not through the stream, but through... Yeah, okay, got it. We got it.
All right, we're on the same page, kind of.
Sort of, kind of. Average includes
sides of
laps
the same
under
page.
caution. Oh, see? There's a track fact you didn't know.
I didn't know. Like I said, these are just the facts given to me by those that know more than I do.
Why would they include the laps of caution?
Probably because they just average everything all together.
Oh, okay.
Because it does say the average of all laps.
Of all laps. Oh.
Or the average lap speed.
Well, then that really screws them because that includes pits.
that, I don't know how that works.
Yeah, see. Uh-huh. Because it's an average speed of the race. Oh, average speed of the race. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Okay, now that makes sense. Not really, but I mean, just, it makes me sound smarter now.
Does it?
Does it? Does it really? Tommy Haynes out there qualifying in that new chrome Yeti paint job in the number 17. And okay, he was not up to speed. How about the chrome 81 of Michael McCauley? He's in a sweet tart. The tarts are sweet. His tarts are sweet. Never mind.
Wow.
What?
That could go wrong really quick.
It did go wrong really quick because your mind's in the gutter. Brian Littleton right now is sitting in the qualifying speed of qualifying spot with a top speed of 187 at 39.82. Vern Bradley out there, he is going to be getting some qualifying laps in. Richard Holland qualified 12th. He's not happy about that. Holy shit, now we've turned this into a geometry lesson.
Full-on math class.
You see, what you do is you take the total distance and then you divide it by the amount of time for the race, and that gives you your average speed, DMS. Okay. Vern Bradley pushing in a 440 flat at 194 miles an hour. Please forgive me. I don't know what to do. Please forgive me. I don't understand you.
A Brian Adams, you are not.
Brian Adams, I am not.
And I can't imagine Vern is very happy with that spot either.
I'm going to say that no. But he did qualify ninth. Let's go ahead and see where your favorite driver qualified this evening. Brian Littleton is going to be taking the pole. Tommy Haynes is going to be second. Michael McCauley qualified third. John Wimbish qualified fourth. Dakota Floyd fifth. LZ Daly sixth. Brad Patterson seventh. Kyle Stewart eighth. Vern Bradley ninth. And Roy Hyde taking your top 10. Yeah. Which means we should be greeting up. And there they are. Look at that. Isn't that purty? Isn't that purty? They gridding up. That camera won't last. Cameraman is impatient. And he's just going to, switch cameras on me. No matter what I tell him to do.
Looks like the cameraman's going to call you a liar tonight.
Some bitch. Okay. Well, anyway. That didn't work out quite as well as I thought it was going to. Here we go. Let's go. What are you waiting for?
Looks like we got three guys that still haven't quite loaded in yet.
And it looks like we actually have a pace truck tonight. Not a pace car with 26-inch rims and bright-ass headlights.
Steve Seegers, please report to your car. There he is.
There he is. All right, here we go. They're pulling out now. Aren't you glad to always being informed of when they're pulling out?
Oh, that game's a little weak.
That game is a little weak.
The pull-out game is a little weak.
I'm not touching that one.
I hope you don't touch that one. That's how you get
But no, not no. No, family show. The grandkids are beating each other up with pillows. Actually, they're not even pillows. They're stuffed animals. Hey. All right, here we go. We're going to start us off tonight with a... What do you think? About to crank it up?
Better than to crank it out.
Wow. You just gonna keep going there. Okay. Green, and here we go. We are officially under race. Well, there we go. We got 3 laps in. Look at that. Brian Littleton out in the lead. Tommy Haynes second. John Wimbish third. Mike McCulley fourth. And Dakota Floyd moving up to 5th spot. Actually, he started 5th. So I'm going to assume that that's not a move up. If you're still in the same spot, you started it.
Holding on to it.
Holding on. Hold on. We are all family. Exactly. Tommy Haynes jumping up in front. He's going to cut off, and look at that. Oh, no. Yellow. Wow, that's a big one. Oh, my God, we got trucks rolling over. Oh, my goodness. There's too many incidents. It's going crazy. The board is going crazy. Let's go ahead and take a look at that over again. And this is an eyeball from Roy Hyde. He's going to go down, and he is actually one of the lucky ones. Take a look at what it looked like through Richard Holland. The spun has already happened. Oh, no. Chuck Sweeney into it. Direct contact. Chuck Sweeney, let's take a look and see what happened with him. Nowhere to go. Just nailed him. Just nailed Glenn Jameson, let's take a look at that through Glenn's eyes. Oh, he's already coming back on the track. The accident's already happened. Okay. I'm trying to find out who was flipping and flopping. Somebody was flipping and flopping in there. Here we go. John Wimbish. John Wimbish, right? Oh, no. John Wimbish is going to be right out in the middle there. That was TJ Lee. Oh, no. TJ Lee, he's going off crazy. Let's take a look. Oh, there he goes. Yeehaw. Hold on, baby. We going for a ride. Oh, that's definitely going to make the highlight reel.
Are you able to rewind it just a bit more?
Oh, yeah, I sure can. Here, let's see here. There we go. He's going to come down. He tagged Wimbish.
Trying to duck and dive and...
He juked and jived.
Yeah, juked when he should have jived.
Wow, what a big wreck. A big wreck. Last night, caution-free. Tonight, already a big one.
And it looks like Chuck Sweeting is out for the night.
Chuck Sweeting? Oh, no. Chuck Sweeting is down for the night. Oh, I'm sure they're beating the hell out of somebody. That is going to end Chuck's night tonight, and he might not be the only one.
You got Sean Hopkins coming back out of the pits, so he's better. Yeah, Travis Smith is coming out. Looks like TJ Lee is back out. Wimbish is back out.
Well, you know what? Look at it. There he is. He is back. His front tire is not quite going exactly the direction it's supposed to.
Special.
It kind of reminds me of one of those cars where they put their, they put their tires all weird. Anyway, I don't know.
Yeah. It helps with the banking.
Helps with the banking. Sure.
So Glenn Jameson still in the pits. Not sure if he's going to come back out again. Chuck Sweeting is now out, and Brian Littleton is also out.
Brian Littleton. Oh, no. Brian Littleton, our pole sitter.
Green.
Oh, shit. We're going back to green. What the hell? And here they come. Michael McCauley, now your leader. Kyle Stewart second. Dakota Floyd third. John Sanu and Garrett Robinson will round off your top five. And they are packed up again.
It looks like TJ Lee is going to stick it out with that tire.
Kyle Stewart going to drop down to the inside of Dakota Floyd there and try and take over the top spot. Dakota Floyd coming right back at him. And look at the gang behind him.
That is a mob of trucks.
That is a mob of trucks coming around. 3 wide going into turn whatever. Holy crap. Not real sure if Garrett Robinson is comfortable in his truck or he's just letting everybody know, hey, I'm using up here. No, I'm using down there. I'm going back up here. No, I might go down. I don't think he knows where he wants to go.
Well, there's a lot of real estate on this track, and if it's available, some of these guys are going to use all of it.
Yep. Look at that. Easily four wide coming through there. And you got Kyle Robinson, LZ Daly, Brad Patterson, Johnson. Oh, well, what it went? Johnson knew down to the inside wall, and it looked like. I know that was John Sanu. I'm trying to figure out who the other one was. Texaco. Who's in the Texaco car? Brad Patterson? Yeah, Brad Patterson. Brad Patterson making it down onto pit road. Back to the front. Dakota Floyd taking back over the lead. Kyle Stewart right in behind him. Garrett Robinson. And LZ Daly, Ivan Jones. Ivan Jones up in the top 5 now. Let's go ahead and take a look. TJ Lee able to run, still running it. Says to hell with it. Sooner or later, the tire will blow, and, you know. But that is definitely not going the direction it's supposed to go.
Every time when I get just about ready to say something about cautions, something happens, because that's twice now.
Yep, LZ Daly, he's going to drop down and onto the inside of Garrett Robinson. Well, the herd is definitely thinned. Officially 23 trucks tonight. And we already have, I think, 2.
2 officially out. Glenn Jameson did come back out, and we saw Brad Patterson go in. So, and apparently John Sanu stayed out. So.
Richard Holland moving up 9 spots. He's now looking to take over that 5th spot from Garrett Robinson in that 67 machine. Roy Hyde sporting number 19 tonight. Vern Bradley back in the fray. He's moved up 2 spots to number 7. Steve Seeger's up 6 spots in that 16 truck. He is going to close out your top 10. But right behind him is going to be Nick Hunt, Rick Fergone, Sean Hopkins, and Travis Smith. Michael McCauley, not really sure. He's down 12 spots, was up in the front. involved in that last caution. I don't know if he's got any damage or just not able to get it up there, but this guy sure is. There's Dakota Floyd right there, and he's starting to get a little bit of a gap. While Kyle Stewart and Richard Holland battle for that second spot. And a whole slew of hell coming with them. Vern Bradley going to tuck in behind Richard Holland now. That outside lane seems like it's got just a little bit of speed, more speed. Oh, man, I tell you what, 67 right there. I don't know how he's controlling it. Meanwhile, you got LZ Daly right up in behind Kyle Stewart. And look at this. We got five cars contending for second place. 3 wide. LZ Daly getting a little bit of back and forth up there. He's got plenty of room to do that, though. And Vern Bradley now looking to that outside, and Roy Hyde is going to go ahead and move up with him. Richard Holland going to go down to the bottom. And no, he's not.
Going for it, not going for it, in front, going behind, all over the place.
Meanwhile, LZ Daly up 3 spots, moving his way into third, right in behind Kyle Stewart.
Vern Bradley creeping up in there now.
Yep. And they are slowly creeping up on Dakota, but he's still able to maintain about a quarter of a second. Vern Bradley driving his machine down towards the bottom of the track. Going to take a look at the inside of LZ Daly. LZ Daly going to pop back up behind Kyle Stewart. Richard Holland down there in clean air. He's going to pull up in behind Vern Bradley. And meanwhile, Garrett Robinson still over there maintaining in the top 5. Uh-oh. Kyle Stewart getting a little bit loose, getting up there in there to the wall. What's that song? Something about to the window, to the wall. Anyway, sorry. Got excited there. Look at Vern Bradley. He looks like, he had to check up. He was gliding. He was gliding, baby. He wasn't slowing down. Thank God there was enough room there between him and.
Now we can say it. This wall has been Vern tested and
Vern approved. Although Kyle Stewart seems to be doing his fair share of checking on those walls. And what a race. It looks like everybody's kind of settled down. Only one caution so far of the night. We got 23 laps in. Dakota Floyd doing his damnedest to keep everybody off. Got Kyle Stewart up there in the top. He's looking to come in. LZ Daly down in the bottom. Now they single file up. But not for long. Richard Holland and Vern Bradley there trying to sneak up alongside. Look at this. While they're up there and Stewart's got him pinned in, Richard's going to look to the inside. And Garrett Robinson still coming down strong. keeping an eye on this group right here. I don't know. It's like when you burnt popcorn, you know, you smell it first before you actually realize there's a disaster in the microwave. If I was a betting man.
There's not a lot of room in between these guys when they're jumping up and ducking in and diving back out.
No, there isn't. Vern Bradley parallel parking his truck in between. Let's go ahead and take a look at the nose cam of Vern Bradley. And let's see exactly how close that we're getting. Kyle Stewart just comes out of nowhere. Meanwhile, Richard Holland back here, he has secured fourth, gotten around Elsie Daly, and yeah, there he is. Getting a little bit of breather. Well, you got to be impressed with this man right here, because not only is his tire going the absolute wrongest way, but he is still on the lead lap. And we have, what is this? What's going on? What's going on?
I was just going to say, Garrett Robinson looked like he touched the wall and just kind of bounced around a little bit. And
there it is. We'll take a look.
Downhill from there.
Garrett Robinson, Roy Hyde, Garrett Robinson. Oh, jeez. Oh, and Garrett's going to go over on his hood. That's not going to be good, man. A lot of front end damage right there on those. Let's go ahead and take a look from Garrett. Garrett is down, and then let's see what. He just comes down on the 63, which is Glenn Jamieson. Glenn Jamieson down, and that's going to take out the 3, and I'm not seeing a caution. Okay.
Why would there be a caution?
All right there, iRacing.
Your flag man is drunk.
We got a whole slew. We must be under caution. We have to be under caution.
Oh, yeah. The stream says it's on caution.
Okay.
Isn't your keyboard flashing at you?
No. I remember
What the hell?
I fried my keyboard the other night.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. Live. Just started the show. Sat down for the first time, knocked over a cup of coffee onto it.
That's it. You're not allowed to have drinks near any computers.
This is why we can't have nice things. I'm hoping it'll do like the other one and dry it out, but I haven't re-plugged it in yet, so. Because I miss my flashing keyboard. Well, here we are. Caution number 3. Let's go ahead and can we get back and take a look at that again? Once again? I don't know. Where's my mouse now? There it is. Let's go ahead and see if we can't.
That's too far.
That's too far. Yeah. Well, there it is. Let's go ahead and take a look through Glenn Jameson. Glenn Jameson on the inside there. LZ Daly goes down. Glenn Jameson's holding his line, 67. Garrett Robinson coming down underneath and then going for a ride. Unfortunately, that's Roy Hyde getting caught in the second caution tonight. And there is a lot of front end damage on those vehicles.
And that's the second one that Glenn's been caught up in now.
Yeah.
Tonight. That one's going to do it for him, I think.
Yeah. We'll have to keep an eye on Roy, too. He hit that wall pretty hard.
From the looks of it, it looks like, if I were a betting man, that we're going to have Brian Littleton, Chuck Sweeting, Brad Patterson, Glenn Jameson, Garrett Robinson, Roy Hyde, and possibly John Hewimish out tonight.
Already.
Possibly.
Already. Lights are out on the truck. Looks as if we are going back to green flag racing here shortly. Question is, we'll ask that right after we go back to green flag racing.
Green, green, green.
And there it is, green, green, green. We are back. Dakota Floyd getting a pretty good jump there. Kyle Stewart going to drop down in front of Richard Holland. Question is, there, Brazy, did the pit crew on TJ Lee's machine get his tire right? Does look like it is.
It looks better.
Sort
I wouldn't say
of.
they got it right.
Well, it definitely looks better than it was.
It's turning now, at least,
Yeah.
instead of sliding.
Two rollovers tonight. Garrett Robinson went over, and so did TJ Lee. And you got to give it to TJ. He's still on the lead lap. With issues on his tire.
Yeah, he did a full-on barrel roll, and he's still on the lead lap. Pretty impressive.
Looks like it looked like we started to form two lines, one on bottom, one on top. But Tommy Haynes decided, nah, he's not going to run that bottom. So him and Steve Seegers jump back up towards the top there. Rick Vergone is up in that middle. Back up in front here, Dakota Floyd. Richard Holland tucking in there right. I don't know where he found space, but he did. Tucked it in right there, and he is currently running third. LZ Daly fourth. Tommy Haynes rounding off your top 5. And here comes John Deere.
Nothing runs like a deer.
As long as it's in the back of the pack. I think the last time I said that, I jinxed myself up, didn't I?
Yeah, last time you said that, you ended up finishing first.
36 laps down. Take 36 out of 101. That's how many laps we got left. Where did we come up with 101? Really? Why not 100?
I'm not 100% sure because I'm looking at the information and it's supposed to be 120, but last night was 105. So I think we're just pulling numbers out of somewhere now.
Oh, okay. Got a bunch of numbers in a hat. Just before the race.
Tonight we're going to race somewhere between 95 and
200.
130. We'll just figure out. We got a bunch of random numbers. 101. That's what we're going with.
If you guys are watching and having fun, make sure you smash that like button. Like he just tried to steal your girlfriend. Or boyfriend, Susan.
Now you're assuming.
Hey. I guess, right? I mean, there was a song, A Boy Named Sue. I think this goes back to what Richard was talking about. It's just so hard to get past and get track position. You go low, you go high. You know, the people up on the high side are getting a good run off the corner. The people on the low side get a good run going into the corner. Yeah, actually, 2 of them. But yeah, the first one involved a lot of cars. A lot of trucks. Started off with 23 trucks tonight. We have 16 on the lead lap. And you're looking at 13 of them. Yeah, Robinson, Jameson, Patterson, Sweeting, Littleton. Rough night for a lot of drivers. You got to feel bad for the drivers, too, that just had absolutely nothing to do with it and nowhere to go. Chuck Sweeney being one of them. Just had nowhere to go. Richard Holland's going to drop back down into 4th. He's going to give up his plate there to take over for now. And Steve Seegers is going to take over. And here comes Vern Bradley. And there goes Vern Bradley. Tucking back up behind Richard. Do you want to lead this? Let me ask you something, Brazy. If you're in the middle of the race, do you want to lead? Do you want to be in the lead with less than 0.8 seconds gap the entire time? Or would you rather be, hunting in the top 5 somewhere?
Honestly, I think that depends on I think it depends on the driver. I think some of these drivers like to hunt, but I think Dakota likes that he's in front. I think he wants to stay. Obviously, he wants to stay in front, but I'm sure it's stressful seeing these guys come up behind you and then kind of fall off a little bit, but then come back up, and it's just constant back and forth. It's got to stress you after a little while, I would think.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand if you had 5 laps to go, but when when you're only on lap 44 and you've been leading pretty much almost the entire race.
At some point, you start saying, "Get off of my back end."
Just got to make sure you keep hitting those marks. If there is marks here at the track. Oh,
There's marks
yep.
all over the track.
Yep, I just saw an impression of 34. There's a 67 in the wall. Well, they just leave their imprints. The other thing we're talking about in the lead, but let's look at Kyle Stewart. He's been going high, going low, doing this, doing that, doing everything, and just can't get around it. Meanwhile, Vern Bradley hanging out over here with Richard Holland and Tommy Haynes. Rick Fergone, Nick Hunt, and Elsie Daly. Go down here, and you got Michael McCulley, John Sanu in behind him, and Paul Lucky Dog Patterson. And the last car on the lead lap right there is the 34 of TJ Lee. Susan's getting drunk. Shame on her.
Now, if that's the case, just so you're aware, Susan, it is the cars that were spinning and not your vision.
Well, I mean, it all depends. The trucks may be spinning right now, depending on how your vision is. Dakota Floyd is definitely sitting out here setting pace tonight. We've seen at least 4 or 5 different drivers go up there and challenge him, and yet he still remains in first place.
Those crashes earlier taking Chuck Sweeting out, that's not good for him because he's leading in points right now in the trucks, but he's only leading by 2 points. So
oh no,
that's not going to help him much in the points.
And again, you know, I mean, that just adds salt to the wounds. And insult, man. I mean, it just.
There was nowhere for him to go. He was trying to dive, and unfortunately ran out of room to go around. So.
All right, why don't you go ahead and give us a top 10 there, Brazy? We're halfway.
All right, so we currently have Dakota Floyd running first. Kyle Stewart in second, right behind him. Richard Holland currently holding third, up 11 spots. Vern Bradley is going to be fourth place. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, fourth place. I'm sorry. Currently fourth place. Ricky Fagone is going to be fifth. Steve Seegers is currently holding sixth place. Travis Smith is going to be seventh. Tommy Haynes is currently running eighth. Nick Hunt is in ninth, and Elsie Daly is currently in your top 10.
Hey, and there's a gentleman right there in that 97, Travis Smith. We haven't talked about or mentioned too much tonight, but he was the winner last night. He's currently running seventh, hoping to sweep Auto Club.
Up 14 spots tonight so far.
Going to go ahead and duck down in and put a challenge in on Steve Seegers for that fifth spot.
About halfway through the race, wouldn't be surprised to see him get up there and challenge front.
Not like that, he won't. All that momentum he gained coming in, he just lost.
I think he's using the Vern Bradley approach.
You think so?
At the outside wall, it kind of changes the aerodynamics a little bit, and it helps you speed up.
In other words, impulse body work.
That's right.
Meanwhile, up in front, Kyle Stewart still doing everything he can to stick to Dakota Floyd. And these two guys running the way they're running have gotten well over a second and a quarter over the third place racer right now, Richard Holland. So although they are competing for the first spot, they're gaining quite a gap. Not sure what happened, but Steve Seegers dropping down to seventh now in that 16 machine. Elsie Daly and Tommy Haynes running right together in 8th and 9th. Sean Hopkins in the 33. Kind of keeping him and Nick Hunt right there in a 00, just trying to stay clean and out of trouble. 53 of Ivan Jones. Right, Ivan Jones right in behind him. Damn frog. Michael McCulley down on pit road right now. TJ Lee is doing everything he can to stay on that lead lap. but not going to be enough as Dakota and Kyle go down to the bottom side, and TJ going to give them all the room they can. Well, Vern Bradley making a little bit of tracks. And looks like Travis Smith has been able to get in front of Richard Holland. "60 laps down, 41 more to go." Here at Auto Club Speedway in Fontana. California. So, Brazy, did you check out of the hotel?
Yeah. I did tonight. I didn't figure we would have another last week. Another Hampshire.
Another Hampshire? Yeah, I can't wait to get out of this state. I checked out of the hotel yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I slept in one of the back of the trucks. Kyle Stewart just doing everything he can.
He was right up there on that bumper. It looked like there was a little bit of rubbing going on.
Nah, rubbin's racing. Richard Holland back up to third. And look at this. Got a little bit of clean way. He's bringing Rick Fergone with him. Wherever Richard is, Rick is not that far behind.
Or sometimes in front.
Or
as
in
he was
front.
most of
Yes,
last night.
as he was. It's funny, too, because Richard's first in this little grouping here. Rick is second, and Travis Smith is third. Complete opposite from last night.
Well, Race isn't over yet.
There you go. Go back up there and
Will be one more pit, I would assume.
that's a pretty good assumption there, man.
No, Madden isms are the guy in front's gonna win.
Well, so is I think they're going to have to pit. Not going to be able to do 100 laps.
They aren't gonna do 100 laps. 70.
Don't argue with me.
I am arguing with you.
Don't argue with me.
I'll do what I want. What you gonna do about it?
What you gonna do when the sun goes down? No, okay, that ain't.
You gonna come over here? Come over here. Dare you?
No. I'm
Come
just
kiss
glad
these
they have
hands.
that glass partition here in California.
Made you feel like you're back on the special bus.
Well, no, it's actually for your protection.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Sleeping in the back of the truck last night, I didn't get to breakfast, but I found some old Taco Bell sitting here from last night's race.
I was gonna say, you know, this side probably smells a little better. Speaking of, we got a bunch of guys going into the pits.
Yes, we do. Tommy Haynes, Elsie Daly, Steve Seegers, and Nick Hunt, they're all going down, and the leaders are out. Tommy Haynes, he's also going to come on down. You're going to split.
Come on down. You're the next contestant on the pit road.
And here comes our leaders right here. Dakota Floyd and Kyle Stewart both coming into pits. Going to put Richard
A
Holland.
little hot, trying to slow her down and get in there.
Yeah, it's going to put, look at this, Richard Holland. Rick Fergone and Travis Smith up in front.
And don't forget about Vern.
And Burn.
You know what I mean, Vern?
And Burn. And here they come. Down on pit road. Richard Holland, Rick Fergone, Travis Smith, and Vern Bradley. Oh, no. Dakota Floyd coming out of his pit area. Getting up there in front of Kyle Stewart. Oh, no. Oh, and he loses. Oh, no.
That's not how you start off with fresh tires.
Yeah, that's not. That's. Ouch. And look at this. Richard Holland, Rick Fergone, and Travis Smith coming in right in behind Kyle Stewart. They didn't gain anything, didn't lose anything. Ouch. That puts Dakota Floyd leading the race the entire night down in 12th. Whoopsie. Well, Kyle Stewart out in front, and he's got himself a pretty comfortable lead. Biggest gap of the night, 2.76. Seconds over second place, Richard Holland.
quite impressive that he was able to manage that.
Well, you know, I mean, when the guy in front of you spins out into the grass, I mean, it, you know, does make it a lot easier. Just kind of wonder, you sit back and you wonder how much Dakota's beating that steering wheel. But as we look up there, Richard doing what Richard does. Already got it down to 2.41. So he's definitely gaining on him. Rick Fergone right in, not right in behind him, but got some lap traffic there. Nick Hunt right there in front of him is currently running 13th. Lap down. Richard finally getting some of that clean air and trying, and not only trying, but succeeding in catching down and tracking down Kyle Stewart.
7 laps to do it in, so got a little work to do, but we've seen him do it before.
Take over real quick.
You can see Nick Hunt right there. He's actually lapped down. He's in 13th place. Richard Holland has got that gap down to about 1.8 and shrinking. Gap between Richard and Ricky is at about a 0.8, and that is not growing much, so Ricky's able to keep up with Richard. Tommy's able to keep up his pace, catching up a little bit with Ricky. Currently about a second behind Ricky. So there's some gaps between everybody, but at the same time, they aren't growing a lot. Richard's currently second in points, like you said earlier. Only 2 points behind Chuck. Safe to say that Roy Hyde and Glenn Jameson are calling it for the night. They're still in the pits. So you've got Roy Hyde, Garrett Robertson, Glenn Jameson, Brad Patterson, Chuck Sweeting, and Brian Littleton out for the evening.
A lot of big names. Brian Littleton going, our pole sitter. Yep. And we've got 25 laps to go. Look at that, just in time. Kyle Stewart, you know it's mentally going through his mind right now. Just don't do what Dakota did. Oh, man, that's just heartbreaking. senior leader, going around the 81 right there. Michael McCulley staying out of his way. Able to get a little bit further right there. Kyle Stewart running a little bit better lap. A little faster time and a little bit faster speed. Maybe thinking in his head, oh, geez, I know this guy's going to try to track me down. No rest for the wicked. 23 laps to go here at Auto Club in the state of California. I get a little bit of bile every time I say that. $22 laps to go. Yeah, there were some big names tonight. Glenn Jameson, Roy Hyde, Chuck Sweeney, Brian Littleton. Just a sad night tonight. Especially when you were talking about the points like Chuck Sweeney.
Yeah.
Race all season and, man, go into the points with a small lead and then tragedy right in front of you where you can't avoid it. There goes the season. Maybe. Who's in second?
Richard Howard.
Oh, yeah. There it's. Yeah. That's going to be tough. Richard Holland able to get it down to 3/4 of a second now with 20 laps to go. So he is definitely on pace to be catching Kyle Stewart. Not what Kyle Stewart wants to be hearing right now. And they are just leaving the rest of the field. You got to go all the way back here, and Rick Fergone right here is currently third. Sean Hopkins and Tommy Haynes fighting over that 4 spot.
And they're over 4.5 seconds behind Ricky.
Yep. Got it down to about a half a second now, so it's taking about 2 to 3 laps, but he is definitely, and we're under caution. Yellow flag. And that is going to be, I believe, Tommy Haynes. Tommy Haynes going to go up and touch the wall, come right down in front of Vern Bradley.
That would explain why Vern is in the pits.
Yep. And it looks like he might have even got a penalty. Take a look one more time. Just hits that wall and it just spins him around. Vern had absolutely nowhere to go. Now he's just looking, I gotta get it slowed down. Gotta get it slowed down. There we go. We are under caution number 3. Caution number 3. Here at Auto Club. Well, do you come in for full tank and fresh tires?
I mean, I don't see why not, but at the same time, I can understand if they don't.
That's going to tighten his crew back up. Exactly what Kyle Stewart didn't want. While we have a second there, make sure you punch that like button. Really helps us out. And it's free. Don't get to hear that very much. Just punch something for free.
Looks like most of them are heading in.
Richard Holland staying out on the track. So is Ivan Jones. Think Ivan Jones is looking for a top 5 here? Kind of a good opportunity right now, but everybody else is going to have fresh tires. Oh boy, I don't know, man. I don't know. Richard Holland staying out on the track. Kyle Stewart going to be in third. Kyle Stewart pulling out a full tank and fresh tires. Richard Holland's going to have his hands full for what, 7 laps? By the time caution's over with? No, more than that.
Yeah, more.
16 laps. Ivan Jones is going down in. Well, he's definitely a risk taker. Lights are out on the caution, or on the caution truck. That was for 2 weeks ago.
Look who's back in third.
Yes, look at that. Dakota Floyd and Cal Stewart on fresh tires. Oofda.
I don't know that that's going to work out for Richard.
Oofda. Well, we're about to find out. We're about to go green back here at Auto Club in Fontana, California. WFO Racing Network. This is how it's done, baby. Down to the final couple of laps. Question's going to be, Richard Holland going to be able to stay out there with old tires against a bunch of fresh? You got Dakota right in behind, Rick Fergone, and Kyle Stewart on the outside. Well, we have a prediction. Susan says 31 for the win. Green, green, green. Here we go. We're about to find out. Richard Holland getting a really good start. 14 laps to go.
Question's going to be, can he hold and maintain it, though?
And here comes Kyle Stewart and Dakota Floyd on the inside, but look at this. Oh, and oh no! Oh, big wreck on right there, taking up all the leaders. taking up all the leaders. We got Richard Holland was involved in that. Steve Seegers was involved. Dakota Floyd. John. Wow. Let's go ahead and take a look at that again. Here we go. They're coming around, and you've got the 16 coming up on Dakota. Dakota pushing him out. Other that's going to take Rick Vergone. Richard Holland. And we have another rollover tonight. Oh, my goodness.
That was just plain cars or trucks trying to fit where they didn't belong.
That was definitely it. Let's go ahead and take a look at it from Steve Seegers. Well, a little bit, maybe a little bit before that. And a little bit before that. Yeah, you can see Steve Seegers just coming up to just a little bit. Dakota had nowhere to go. And boom, just like that. We have a new race. We have a new race, ladies and gentlemen. Well, what do you think? Just a little bit of a little bit of impatience there with too many laps to go, or what do you? What's your thoughts?
I don't know. I mean, because it wasn't like it was a clear. You know, it looked like there just wasn't enough room for 4 cars on that corner, or 4 trucks in that corner, and he ran out of room, and lower truck come up and took the rest of them out. So it's definitely a different race than what we saw last night.
Yep. And look who we got. Kyle Stewart, Elsie Daly, Sean Hopkins. 1, 2, and 3 with Tommy Haynes and Travis Smith in the top 5.
John Snow coming back out. Richard Holland's coming back out. TJ Lee's coming back out. Doesn't look like Burns coming back out since he was forced into the pits on that lap.
Yeah, he's gonna have. Yeah, he's got quite a lot of damage and a penalty on to boot. I really think they ought to waive that penalty, though. I mean, Susan coming in with the PSA for the day. Remember, kids, no drinking and driving, no tailgating, and always look before you cross lanes. And don't forget about the turn signal.
She's just trying to cover herself since she jinxed it.
All right, lights are out. Ought to be interesting. Elsie Daly up there with an opportunity to win. And Sean Hopkins and Tommy Haynes, they are no stranger to the winner's circle. So this is going to be interesting. Looks like we'll have about 11 laps. About 10 laps, actually.
And John Deere's getting closer.
All right. And here we go. Getting ready to go back green. Green flag. Here we go. 11 laps to go. And Kyle Stewart gets a pretty good lead. Jumps out to the outside. Got a great restart on that. Tommy Haynes on the outside. Elsie Daly looking to make a move already to the outside. Looks like Kyle Stewart's going to try to protect the inside. Elsie Daly going to go on the outside, and he is going to move. Where? I don't know. Oh, got a little bit of touch. That's gonna cause Kyle to check up just a little bit. Nine laps to go. Tommy Haynes putting his bumper right up against Elsie Daly. Let's go, let's go. Lead follower, get the hell out the way. That one's actually going to go to Elsie Daly. Kyle fighting back. Just no room right there. Tommy Haynes is going to go down. Kyle Stewart going to try to run a block on him.
Well, you're able to maintain it with that block. I wasn't sure if he's going to be able to hold that or not. But
Yep. A little bumping and running right there between Elsie Daly and Kyle Stewart. Meanwhile, Sean Hopkins trying to move up to third. Elsie Daly not giving any room. He's going to try to take that outside. He's going to force Kyle to go in behind, just like he did, because knew he was going to slide up. Knew he was going to have to slide up. Sean Hopkins going ahead and trying to get out of the way, and he is going to follow Elsie Daly around and try to take over second. And let's not count out. Here he comes. 17 of Tommy Haynes. And Travis Smith in this 97 poking him. Yeah, oh, what is that? Oh, that's roadkill on its way. Kyle Stewart. Kyle Stewart's going to dive down. Elsie Daly holding it up. And what do we got? We got 6 laps to go. Elsie Daly is the leader. Kyle Stewart and Tommy Haynes. 1, 2, and 3. Everybody single filing now. Kyle Stewart is going to go to the outside, try to get that slingshot going around. Elsie Daly sniffing that out, and he is going to cut him off. And we've got 5 laps. 5 laps here at Auto Club. Elsie Daly doing a great job of not having to slide up and able to keep his spot, forcing Kyle Stewart to either hold the track or check out.
hell of a battle for first right now.
Or hell yeah, it is. It's exciting. And it is the only battle we have going on right now. A little bit of bumping. Robbins racing, baby. Getting on each other, trying to figure out if we can who can break whose nerves. Oh, Kyle Stewart doing a sweep right up in front of Elsie Daly. We got 4 laps to go. Elsie Daly going to go down way down to the bottom. And easily going to get past him, but and he just says, hey, remember me? We're here. Oh, no, Elsie Daly. No. Elsie Daly just a little bit too much bumping and rumbling. And look at this, Tommy Haynes coming in. Tommy Haynes has got the opportunity down on the low side. Three laps to go. Tommy Haynes in that Yeti machine looking. Only Toyota in the top 5. Nick Hunt coming in behind LZ Daly. LZ Daly not going to be able to get back up there. It doesn't look like it. We got 2 laps to go. Tommy Haynes, Kyle Stewart able to hold him off. I need my blood pressure pills. John Wimmish, Dakota Floyd, looks like they're going down. Travis Smith taking a look to the outside there. 2 laps, not less than 2 laps to go. Tommy Haynes down on the bottom. White flag, white flag.
And it's going to be close to the end.
It is definitely going to be close. Tommy Haynes is going to go to keep down to that low side. Kyle Stewart onto the outside. Tommy Haynes getting just a little bit of a good run off on that, but we still got, what, more turns. Here we go. Down to the finish. Tommy down on the inside. Kyle staying up to the outside. Coming down in there. Oh, Tommy Haynes comes up and down. Kyle Stewart. Kyle Stewart is going to take your win. Nick Hunt second. LZ Daly coming in third. Sean Hopkins fourth. Travis Smith. Travis Smith is going to finish fifth tonight. Kyle Stewart holding them all off. Getting the bump and the runs from 3 different drivers and still taking that checkered flag here at. Somebody turned the AC on. Holy shit, my butt's puckered. Oh my goodness.
And you know what?
What's that?
What did we say earlier?
Yeah.
Who's in second there?
Yeah. I don't want to talk about that. But let's go back. Let's go back and take a look at this hit right here. Tommy Haynes is going down on the inside. He just comes up. It just gives him a mwah, mwah, baby. Oh, didn't work out. Tommy Haynes goes down to the grass.
And had he not done that, he probably would have had first.
He probably would have. Well, there we go. Hey, you know what? He kind of blends in with an infield. It kind of blends in right there. Got that chrome look, got the reflections going. Tommy Haynes going to finish 7th tonight. Wow. Congratulations, Kyle Stewart. Nick Hunt second. We're going to put up the results here so you can find your favorite driver, and we're going to get ready. I'm going to take some blood pressure medication. We're going to get ready. Oh, look at the fireworks. And come back with interviews right after this. And there we go. And we're back. Holy crap there, Brazy. Wow.
Well,
Wow,
the finish.
wow, wow. I just, oh, holy crap. Let Kyle go ahead and do some enjoyment down there on Auto Club symbol. How about you, Kyle? You got a copy?
I got a copy.
Holy shit, dude. I mean, wow, what a race.
It was hard earned. I don't know if I was wrong or other guys were wrong, but we were dooring each other. It was intense for the last. It was intense the whole race, but I don't know. The last 10 or 11 was crazy.
Was
Everybody was giving me
accelerated.
their best shot, and I was like, I don't know if I'm running into them or they're running into me, but we're like dooring each other. Like I don't know what's going on.
Man, I tell you what, man, you spent the entire first part of the race trying to get around Dakota. You went high.
Not not
You
exactly.
what do you
I,
mean?
team teammate, right?
Well,
We're just
yeah,
trying
but
to roll, trying to roll. We're trying to save tires there, save fuel there. We're just trying to do
okay,
our thing there.
okay, yeah, politically correct. All right, I guess if that's what you want to say, but you can't tell me that when you guys were coming out of the pits and he spun off into the grass, the little bit part of you was like, I could win this.
What? Okay, on that part, sure, but I didn't want it to happen. But I was like, oh, well, doors open now,
Nope, shit
right? Like
happens.
I don't have to make friends mad.
Y-
No, like no, I really was just trying to kind of roll with Dakota, and we were just trying to gap other dudes. So, uh, like, do I want to win? Always, right? But like
yeah,
helping a teammate out here, and I'm not racing for the championship. I don't show up enough. Probably should show up a little bit more, but no, I was just kind of riding behind Dakota there, and we were trying to pace and we were trying to maintain the gap, save tires, save fuel, and then if we got down to 10 or 20 there where we're both together, then I'm going to race him. But
yeah.
until 10 or 20, I'm not going to race a teammate there.
Yeah. And, well, then you had a couple of people, and then you missed the big one that happened right in behind you. You know,
Right.
you had Garrett Robinson going around, and oh man, it was just it was wow. You know,
I, what,
go ahead.
Wimbish was sideways in front of me too. I was following Dakota. It was probably first 10 laps. I'm following Dakota. Somebody's to my outside. It might have. I don't remember who it was. Maybe Robinson. And like I come into the middle, and there's Wimbish in the middle sideways. I was
Yeah.
like, oh goodness.
Yeah. There was a couple of big wrecks tonight, but it doesn't. Let's not take anything away from that. Elsie Daly coming up there, giving you a couple of shots, trying to break your concentration there, and a little bit too rough, a little bit too aggressive, and he ended up finishing third. Then Tommy
Yeah,
Haynes coming up there, and
yeah. I just hope I didn't. I didn't. I didn't want to mess anybody else up, but I felt like they were running me extra hard.
oh, they were
And
running you hard, brother.
okay, I haven't got a chance to look at the replays yet.
Well, I can tell
Me
you
and the
right now,
teammates
from
when
being
you
up
pulled
here
me
in the
out.
booth, from being up in the booth, everybody was doing everything they could. They were pulling out all the tricks, and
Okay,
you
because
answered
I
each and every one of them.
because like I so I'll run a guy tight, right? If I know it's going to help me out, but like I'm not going to like not door you, but if you door me, I'm going to door you back a little bit.
Well, yeah.
Maybe
Hey,
the
rubbing's
worst
racing, baby.
incidents.
Hey, there's no friends, no teammates, and no family when it comes down to the last 5 laps. And you did a fantastic job holding anybody out. Congratulations on your win tonight. Is there anybody you'd like to thank?
All right, gotta as always, John and Dakota team, bro. Thanks for letting me in here. You guys for putting on the show. I always like going back and then enjoying what you guys talk about and seeing what you guys put on, and then obviously Vern and Macaulay for getting a good group of guys together. I don't know many leagues that I could run that hard with somebody and they could put it to me and I could put it back to them and we don't just destroy people. So that was an absolute blast. So thanks to thanks to everybody that's in the league. Thanks to the guys that put it on. Thanks to you guys for broadcasting, and thanks for the teammates for letting me be around.
It was definitely fantastic to watch, man. Congratulations, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner tonight of the, what the hell is this race even called?
Need an overhaul.
Need an overall. 325. Kyle Stewart. Congratulations, sir.
Thanks, boys.
After a lot of those accidents, there are a lot of trucks that need overhauls tonight.
Yeah, that is no lie right there, boy. I tell you what. Well, let's go ahead and bring. Oh my goodness, I can't. Let's go ahead and bring up the 00 roadkill. How much, and Nick? You got a copy?
I got you.
John Deere Green.
John, that's right. She thinks my tractor. What do you think about me now, buddy? That John Deere Green.
You know what? I'm going to tell you what, man. I got to stop going against you, man. Because every time I say, well, yeah, I mean, look at him now. He's all the way in the back. You sit
messed up on pit road again.
Well, you know, you sit back there and you just patient and everything else. Next thing you know, you get in second place.
Well, you know, it's kind of like the tortoise and the hare, you know.
Well, there was a lot of hares tonight, too. Boy, I tell you what, the track was littered with them.
Yeah.
Well, take us through those
pretty fun.
last 10 laps, man. Did you have fun?
Oh yeah, that's pretty tough there. But I was lucky to get on the back on the lap, you know, lead lap. You know, that caution came out, and so that was good. And then they just wanted to wreck and fall out in front of me. You put me back up, so I had a chance. So I said, well, I better go for it.
Well,
Oh.
yep. Gift horse in the mouth, right?
If they're gonna give you an opportunity, better take it, right?
Uh,
So
well.
I put the old John Deere in gear and took off.
Oh, I'm not going to live this one down. Ah, my goodness.
You know,
Well,
the funny thing about it is, you know, he was making fun of the John Deere, and I said nothing runs like a Deere, just like last time.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, but it's in the back.
He probably said,
Nothing
yeah,
looks like roadkill. And I said, you know, the last time you said that,
yeah,
he
you won.
ended up here.
He's probably back there saying, oh, he dropped his plow too deep. He's too slow.
Yeah. Anyway, it was enjoyable, man. It was great. Congratulations on second place. Anyone you'd like to thank tonight?
Well, I think we should thank Amy Trucking. I believe they're sponsoring this series. And, of course, I
And-
thank y'all for what y'all do every time and just the league in general. Enjoy racing over here.
No, we definitely enjoy seeing you here. Next year,
We have fun.
Case maybe?
No.
I can't do Case.
Just,
I might, yeah,
at least it ain't a
I
New
don't know.
Holland.
I have to think about that. I don't know about that one. I might do an international. Maybe.
Oh.
We had an old international when I was a kid. I might could get by with that.
That's close enough to Case. At least it's the right colors. Well, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, your second place finisher tonight, Nick Hunt.
Thank you.
All right. We've got one left. The man right there. How about you, Elsie Daly? You got a copy?
I got you.
Well, take us through those laps, brother.
Well, some of them were on the track, some of them were in the grass, and some of them were down pit road. It's all.
Well, you know, being wrapped up and coming from the back and everything else and getting contention and getting up there next to Kyle and putting on a hell of a race, man. I'll tell you what, that was definitely exciting.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, but I think somebody had some slack in the steering wheel over there.
Well, I think,
It was a lot of good racing, though.
you know, anyone you'd like to thank for your third place?
Yeah, Superstar Radio Network with Raymond Chest. He painted my car up real good, so I'd like to thank him.
Okay.
Nick, Tommy, John Wimbish. We all worked together pretty good in this race, get us where we are, and I'd like to thank all you guys for putting this on, DMS and Brazen Bull.
Well, it's definitely nice to have you back up here in the booth.
It's been a little bit.
All right. Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That is your third place finisher tonight in California, Elsie Daly.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
righty. Well, second to the last week. Man, we are
Not
headed.
quite as many cautions as last week, but more than I expected.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever had a race with more cautions than last week. But there was it was some tonight's race was everything that a race is supposed to be. There was a little bit of drama, a little bit of disappointment, some heartbreak, some excitement, and everything came together, man. And I'll tell you what, my hat's off to each and every one of the drivers that came out and performed tonight and actually just put on one hell of a show. Any final thoughts there, Brazy?
It was a good show tonight. I think Tommy, looking at the points, I think Tommy's probably kicking himself right now for that little incident there at the end, because I think had he finished first or second, he would have been probably in first in points. So that's kind of a kicker for him. But overall, it was a very fun night. It was an interesting night. Lots of surprises, lots of incidents that I didn't think we would see tonight, but made for a good night for us.
And may I just mention Vern Bradley's still in pit row. But anyway. Let's go ahead and put the stats up so you can see where your favorite drivers finished tonight. Right there, Kyle Stewart, Nick Hunt, Elsie Daly, Sean Hopkins, and Travis Smith, your top 5. And, man, I cannot wait to go to Florida. Daytona next week for the final race of the season. And, man, it is going to be a banger. On behalf of WFO Racing Network, I'm your host, Deadman Strolin, co-hosted over here by Sir Brazen Bull. And, man, what a blast. God bless and thank each and every one of you guys for coming out again tonight. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and all that other good whatever else you're supposed to do. And always remember, without you, there's no us. God bless. Have a one. We out of here.
Later on, everybody.